Okay, in today's video I am going to give you some tips on how to build a Pokemon deck. Now before you build a physical deck, I actually recommend you build it on here so that you don't end up going to a card shop and spending a ton of money just to change your mind on specific cards. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do is study what each and every trainer card does. Because once you do that, you can build decks on the spot because you know what each of them does. What each one does. So, like Clement, I know, lets me search for 4 electric energy. Crushing Hammer makes people discard. That one's to search for a water Pokemon. So you just, once you know what each of these do, the next thing you want to do is determine what type of deck you want. So let's say you want to go for an electric type and a fighting type combo. You'll want to read through each and every one of these cards to see what each one does. Pay attention to any specific abilities. This Pokemon gets 20 HP for each fighting energy attached to it. If you have a lot of fighting energy in your deck, you might want to have that one. If you want one that lets you search for a Pokemon to put on your bench, you're going to want this one. There's really no perfect deck, it's just a matter of strategy. So let's take one that I've already built, for instance. This one probably being my best one. Let's see here. Now, the best strategy is combination. This Magnezone, as often as you like during your turn, you can attach electric energy cards from your hand to one of your Pokemon. Well, it definitely works out for Pikachu. Overspark, 50 damage times the number of energies. They get discarded. So I'm going to want a combo for that. I will want Clement so that I can search for cards. So I can search for the electric energy cards. I am going to want, oops, going the wrong way. Professor's Letters to search for more energy cards. Energy Retrieval I'm going to want so that I can get them out of my discard pile. And Energy Recycler so I can get them out of my discard pile faster. And so I don't end up milling myself. Now, let's see here. Come on, there we go. Raichu, to get to Raichu Break, I would need to be able to evolve faster. Evosoda is good because it's an item card, I can use it. Wally is a supporter card, but he lets me evolve even if I already played that card. You will also want cards that'll let you shuffle your deck and try again. This one's good, but you don't want too many of them because you have to discard your hand. And then you have Pokemon Fan Club, which lets you search for basics. So, yeah, you have to come up with your own strategy for how you want to battle. And make sure you have enough energy cards. Because you do not want to run out of energy cards during battle. I only need 16 because I have cards that let me get energy cards out and get them out of my discard pile. This one I need to rev up my Pikachu EX because he does not have very much HP. So I need that. Rough Seas is perfect for an electric or water deck. I think every deck needs teammates. I mean, at least one. Because once one of your Pokemon's knocked out, you can search for two of any card you want. And usually if you're getting knocked out, you might need some cards. For a Seeker to look for another, to pull a supporter card right out of your discard pile. And if you haven't already played a supporter card, you can immediately play that. So, yeah. So 16 energy is all I need. You can see that I really use a lot of trainer cards. Some people use maybe like 15 trainer cards. Some people rely heavily on having a bunch of Pokemon. So, I don't think I can give you perfect advice on how to build a deck. I can just give you some pointers. Yeah, it's pretty much all about combinations. So here's a quick look through for my deck. Alright, so I'm going to close that. Yeah, so you guys have seen how that deck works already in a previous video. But let's look at a deck that I hardly ever use. This one I just recently created, but that one lasts a long time, so let's go with a theme deck. Those always need something new. So I'll play with one of my theme decks. Let's go with that one. Now, the next thing you do, once you've built the deck, just play it. No matter if you are not confident with it, never concede. Because if you concede, you're pretty much not going to learn anything. Alright, so let's get through this. Yeah. I'll let him go first. Now, this is a pre-constructed deck. I didn't design this at all, so this is pretty much raw strategy. And I don't like the pre-constructed decks as much because I don't usually play with more Pokemon than trainer cards. I usually depend heavily on trainer cards. Okay. So, to start, one thing I noticed is I don't have any energy cards. I make a note of that. I didn't draw any energy cards. Alright, so there's an energy card. That would be better suited for that one. Go ahead and evolve that one. I'll save that one for later. I'm not going to be playing with very good strategy. This is just an example of what to look for. Alright, so I'm able to get some energy cards out of here. So while playing, just make a note. Are you having trouble getting energy cards out? Are you having trouble getting Pokemon out? Is your bench mostly empty? Sometimes the best thing to do is take some cards out and put in trainer cards that will let you search for those. Okay, but yeah, Once you've done that, what I'd recommend doing is making some changes to your deck. I didn't mean to do that. But yeah, just make changes to your deck and keep tweaking them until it works. So that's the best advice I could give you. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.